For more on this, the former director of the Brazil Institute at King's College, Vinicius Mariano de Carvalho, joins us now live from London. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us on the program today. Let's start off by talking about Marina Silva. She's known for her activism, and she had previously implemented bold policies to reduce deforestation in the Amazon while serving as the Minister of Environment. What can we expect from her this time around?
Thanks very much for having me here. I think it's a very good sign to put Marina Silva as Minister of Environment again in Brazil. Marina has been historically one of the strongest voices in defense of the rainforest, with clear policies, with a quite understanding of what is the situation in the region. She is from there. So bringing her back to the government, it's a good sign for those who are defending the environment and defending the reduction of deforestation in the Amazon. It will be a big challenge, of course. It's important to remember that Marina left the first government of Lula because of disagreement with the policies that the president and the government were taking in regards to the Amazonia and the environment in general. So the hope that we have today, all the world, is that the return of Marina Silva will represent a return of a more strict regulation and fiscalization towards the Amazonian region.
Right, and there's a lot of destruction that they have to deal with now, especially coming out of Jair Bolsonaro's ruling, which he had a very different approach compared to Lula. How did the environmental policies of Bolsonaro have an effect on the Amazon?
Well, actually, there was no change in the policies if we think about policies. One aspect in the Bolsonaro government was the reduction of the resources to the agencies that are responsible for fiscalization and protection of the environment. So that's something easy for Lula. It doesn't need to change rules and regulations and laws. The laws are there. The question now is to refund or give again support for the agencies and be more strict with those who promote deforestation in the Amazonian region. It's a challenging main aspect because there is, from one side, the pressure of the agribusiness as well, that it's an important aspect of Brazilian economy that will be putting pressure over Lula's government as well to not reduce the space and the areas for the expansion of agribusiness. There is also the pressure of the mining companies. The Amazonian region in general, it's quite, it's very important for mining because of the richness and in resources in the region. So the pressure over the government from mining companies will be also huge. So Marina Silva will be playing in this field, trying to regain the strength of agencies such as IBAMA, such as Instituto Chico Mendes, that those are institutions that support fiscalization and reducing deforestation.
You mentioned the economic impacts, and the current economic outlook is gloomy with high inflation and interest rates in the country. What will Lula have to do to turn things around?
That's a difficult question. Brazilian economy, as many other countries in the world, is suffering a strong recession. The economic growth in the recent months haven't been substantial to promote a change. Lula is facing a country that is seeing again the ghost of inflation that we haven't seen in Brazil for quite a long time. There are quite a lot to do in terms of employment. Employment rates are still high in Brazil. So Brazil is trying to re-engage in creating jobs, what will be a big challenge again for Lula right now, and rediscover how we can grow an economy in Brazil that is green. Lula promised that in his speech yesterday, that he will promote a green economy in Brazil. So that's the big challenge and what will be important for the country right now.
Right, it's going to be interesting to see how he tackles those challenges. Vinicius Mariano de Carvalho, thank you so much for joining us here on the NewsHour.